right, folks. Shorty Kantaluky. He's standing at the end of the table. You can actually see some of his face. That's why they call him Shorty. And here we go. The lag. And that's going to be short. Kenny's is going to be short, I can tell you now. I would say Shorty win that. I think Shorty won that lag. You guys want to take a vote on that? Did Shorty win the lag? I think he might have. All right. And this is the fifth place match. Loser bracket, fifth place match. The loser of this gets fifth and sixth, which is $90. I believe Kenny paid $30 to get in, and Shorty paid $40 to get in. So both of these guys are going to be making money, profiting. Yes. Loser side. Fifth, sixth place. So both of these guys. Yep, next match. You and Greg are coming up next match. Can you key that in also, Josh? Greg Sabins. And how do you spell your last name? Down again real quick. How do you spell C?
What's his name?
C Kazara?
Kazar. Let's see.
Yeah, that's
Meaning. That's killed by
Alcazar
be dealt.
versus Alcazar. Alakazam.
He mastered Eagle.
Oh, Shazam!
What are you doing?
Right?
First name is Al. And that's the same.
Good shot.
What?
Al first.
Oh, Alcazar. Yeah. Al. I don't know, brother. Where you? Shorty's not Filipino.
Hell no, he's a freaking Puerto Rican.
What?
Out of the way.
You know you're on the microphone. I do. I'm just kidding. So, bring up the payout sheet real quick again, please. So, Al, while you're sitting here with us, this is a look at your guaranteed 250. So next time you play, you're going to be paying more than you did last time. Okay.
Hey, then
Well, good shooting, and we'll see you next match. All right, you guys heard Alcazar in the background. He is going to be playing Greg Sabins, Alcazar, and no, he is not from the Middle East, because that is like Al-Khazari or hey, do you ever listen to that comedian that does on Comedy Central, Josh, that does
Aziz Ansari?
Yeah, he does a show though. It's a show where he brings in comics and they're like standing on the stage of the strip club. And they got all these videos. It's really, I'm telling you, you should go to the Comedy Central YouTube page. And I think we just had an earthquake. Did you guys see that? Earthquake happening. That was Alcazar shaking things up. He was moving his seat near the camera and it took the camera. Alrighty, and Kenny P comes up. Let's talk about some pool here. We're talking about comedy. We're talking about Alcazar and Shorty being Puerto Rican, which he is not, by the way. Shorty is definitely not Puerto Rican. I don't think he is. No, he's definitely Asian. Down here in the Tidewater region, there is a huge mix of. It is so diverse here. we have people from all different countries, all different parts of the states, all different parts, every corner of the globe here in this area, just because it mainly is a military area. We got Fort Lee not too far from here. We're right next to Fort Eustis, Camp Perry. We got Yorktown Naval Weapons Station, NES Oceana, Dam Neck, Little Creek. I mean, the list of bases just goes on and on and on. And so this is a very transient area. And so we get a wide variety of players here, which is great for us. Most of the... And Shorty, a little bit of early nerves here in this match. I'm not sure. But this is Shorty's first match of the day. He has been waiting on these guys. He played his match against Tony Gonzalez prematurely. Or Tony... yes, Tony Gonzalez. I almost said Tony Hernandez. All day yesterday I kept saying Tony Hernandez, which is one of my high school best friends and former basketball teammate. But so they played their match last night prematurely, and Shorty won. So his scheduled time was to be here with everybody else, and he showed up on time, but he had no match and he knew he wasn't going to have a match, but he showed up anyways and was practicing and hanging out. So this is his first real action of the day. Might actually hurt him not having that match last night, or not playing last night's match today as it was scheduled. But I do understand that both of the players wanted to know if they were going to be in or out. And Kenneth P should take this game, barring a unfortunate mistake. It's a very easy cut right here in the side. There's no opportunity. There's no scratch. We'll come up behind an 11 and a 10, and he could have, the way he shot that, he could have scratched. He really just needed to play that ball with top English. He got very fortunate not to scratch off the 10 into the corner by drawing it over to that pack. This young man has been playing well this weekend, though. Obviously, he's in the final 6. There's a lot of very, very strong players that are not in this tournament. A lot of players that regularly play in the U.S. Open, that regularly play semi-pro events. So this young man has outlasted them. Yeah, he had a decent draw, but when you have that decent draw, you have to capitalize on it. And he has capitalized on it, and it's got him to where he is now. And now he's up 1-0 on a player he respects, Shorty Kantaluky, who most people know would take Shorty in this match 9 times out of 10. But right now, Kenneth P has something to say about that. Is the 5-ball going to go? No, the pockets aren't that big. The one thing about 8-ball is there's always clusters. There's always a couple clusters. So when you do get a wide open rack, you have to take advantage of it. The 3 and the 9 here, he's looking at right now to see what can happen with it. Or looking to see if the 2 goes in the side. What would you do? What would you guys take? Anybody out there want to comment in? Or I'm thinking he's looking like he's going to take... Oh no, he's taking solids. I thought he was taking stripes. But the solids are in better position, especially with the 3-ball blocking that 9-ball. 2-ball goes fairly easy in the side. If he's lining up on it now, it's not as a difficult shot as I thought it was. Once again, from this angle, it's harder to see. And that is an uncharacteristic miss from Shorty. As you guys see the scrolling ticker across the top, I know if some of you guys are watching on your phone, it's kind of hard to see. We can't really make it any bigger just for you phone jockeys, because it'll take up too much of the screen. but I hope you guys like what you're seeing. Oh, that's right, guys. You guys can tune in and get the bracket at challenge.com. Bracket right now. Yeah, red 161. Biggest in. Here's in the hot seat. Pull down the loser bracket. Shorty beat Tony. And go back to the top. Al beat Al 165.
So besides having a player, this is
Yeah.
it's cool for people. Whenever you're doing it from a computer, you just hit Control F to bring up the search bar, and then like I can just type in Greg. So when Greg walks up and it's the beginning of the tournament, and you have this. I can say, hey, I won my match, and just Control F, type in Greg, boom,
Sweet.
it highlights it, and you can just find it really easy. So once we get used to this, it'll. One thing that I really like, we can just get people used to watching on Twitch. Have the opportunity to make these buttons. You can literally just, I can literally just make a button that says, men's bracket, women's bracket.
Oh,
links.
yeah.
And so people can just click it right at the time. Like, it'll be so easy. Twitch has a lot of features that. Stream to Twitch. I'm gonna try to figure out how to stream to Twitch and Facebook.
That'd be badass.
Absolutely. He was hanging out with us yesterday. Thinking he came across us and following to see if anybody was streaming anything in the billiard section.
Oh, yeah? That's pretty cool. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, he does have a heck of a name. Shorty Kantaluky. That's Dobson commenting. Shorty Kantaluky, what a name. Shorty, can't I get lucky? Oh, for the next match, we should probably list that as winter bracket final also. As you guys know, the people that are tuning in, we see you. We see the numbers. Who's tuning in? Who's up there? Guys, we are Billiard Sport Network. I am Mike McNaughton here with co-founder and partner Josh Setterfield. Field. Setterfield. Yeah, we've done all these events and played all this pool together, and I don't even have his last name right yet. So all we try to do is provide the best pool streams possible, give you guys as much information as possible, just trying to do things a little bit differently than the standard stream on the industry today. Try to give you guys a little bit more. Speaking of which, I need to break safe. Go Barry Berman to. Yeah. Put both of those there. Can you email me that logo, please?
Put all
Here's something you don't see every day. Bill Yates, one of the owners of Peninsula Billiards here, bought Shorty Kantaluky in the Calcutta. So he needs Shorty to win this next match to get the money of the Calcutta. Well, Bill also bought the players pool for only $10. And what the players pool is in the Calcutta is all the players that didn't go for anything, the players that didn't want to buy themselves or nobody bid on, which there was about 8 of them, 6, 7, or 8. So Bill bought that, and guess who was in that? Kenny P. So either way, the winner of this match is making money for the owner, Bill. Good call, Bill, on buying a player's pool. Very rarely do you see a player who doesn't go for anything or want to buy themselves in the Calcutta get this deep in a tournament. So Kenny P is doing very well. No matter what happens here in this match, he needs to be very proud of his progress in this event so far. This is definitely his best event so far. Shorty's a known player on this side of the water. He's also known on the south side. So Shorty's expected to win this match. This is not a match that Kenny P is favored in. Kenny has to grind it out. Kenneth P has to. He's just gonna have to play his best and upset him. Have that killer instinct. You can't care who you're playing. You're just playing the table. If you run out every time, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If you guys tuned in last night, you saw Cheryl Pritchard come back from the loser side and defeat Barbara Yeager. Guys, be careful. Guys, be careful with that. You guys are moving the table. Thank you, sir. Alcazar making Alka problems for us. Shaking the table. I'm not sure exactly what he called, but we're about to find out. Tink, tink. So he was trying the 9 or the 15. I'm not quite sure. Combo into, yeah, he had me on that one. I really couldn't figure that one out. And if I'm Shorty, I'm happy here. This is not that too difficult an out. It's not the easiest out. But you have the 7 and the 4, the pink 4 ball at the top. I'm not sure if the 3 goes. If he's shooting a 3 now, then it definitely goes. But the 2 ball goes in either corner pocket, the top one or the bottom one. It may go in the side. I'm not quite sure. Oh, he's shooting a 1 ball. He can see the 1 ball. So he shoots the 1, and he's got the 3. Yeah. Now he's got an option here. He could take the 2 ball now if it goes, or he could go right to where he pointed if he has the proper angle to get to that spot, which is actually the spot on the table. That's where he wants to be, is the spot. The spot you see just above the 3 ball is where he wants to be. Oh, miscue. And Kenny P comes back to the table. Probably hopped right out of his seat. I know I would have. Itching to be at the table. I need to step away for a moment, so you guys are going to either Josh will take over for a second, or you guys will be without commentary for 1 moment.
just as I was about to say, I'm not really seeing any problems with this rack. It's a little bit closer to the 10 ball, makes it a little bit harder than he has to, but still a very runnable rack. Well, not rack, I guess I could just say out, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. Every time you elevate that cue, you end up running the risk of losing the accuracy. You have to have a very pure stroke to be able to elevate the back of the cue and still be 100% accurate, like you would if you were level. Shorty is definitely glad he's getting another shot back at the table up here, because that was definitely looking like Kenny was going to be getting out there. Moving on up.
Saw that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Shorty taking a pretty good look at how he wants to try to leave this ball here. Kenneth was trying to make that last shot. Ended up pretty fortunate that he ended up blocking the pocket for Shorty. And that ended up pretty good for him. See how he decides to play it. I mean, it looks like there's plenty of space to make that 10 ball in the side pocket, or play an easy safe here. Just bump this ball out, blocking from the 2. That's a shot he was going for, but unfortunately I don't think he got there. Looks like Shorty's going to be able to possibly cut this 2 ball right on in. Yep. Oh, big bump. Ooh. That's a little unfortunate there. Great shot there. Great shot. Shorty putting himself on the board there. It was an interesting game there. Open table, expecting both players to get out. We have a lucky save by Kenny P, intentional save by Shorty, and an attempted save by Kenny P results in Shorty taking that game. That's Al Alcazar up there in the top left corner. You hear Shorty talking to right now. Alcazar's going to be up next on the TV table with Greg Sabins. It's going to be a fun match there. Like Mike was talking about earlier, Greg has been shooting about a ball better than everybody else in this event so far. Looking forward to that match. matches from the Spring Open. Just finish running some of that stuff down so we can finish getting those.
Brandon messaged me. He's like, "Hey man, you guys think you can make a highlight video for me in the Spring Open?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro, you do that." And he was like, "Cool." It's not Brandon's real voice. I don't know. I use that for everybody, actually. Hey, rookie, watch me pull a rabbit out of Alright, 1-1 is the score. These players have a little safe rack here. There's an out to be had. But Kenny did not make the one ball. And if he had made the one ball, he was looking at another tough shot or a safety attempt. Shorty's coming back to the table now. Tied 1-1 in this race to 6. Alcazar was joking earlier and said Shorty's Puerto Rican. He's definitely not Puerto Rican. These two are friends, they know each other. And Shorty picks the ball up, got the 12 ball next. What are you going to do with the 15, the brown stripe 15, the orange stripe 13, and the yellow striped 9 ball? What are you going to do? Okay, so the 13 goes between the 6 and the 9 in the corner. That's what he was going to do. I didn't know that ball went. From this angle, it looks like a giant cluster. I don't think it does go, actually, now that I stood up and looked at it. I love it when it's got money. Alright, see what he's got. And Shorty calls it. Did he just call it back to him? So he's got room to go by the 3 ball on this rail. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We can't really see every exact angle. Oh, dang it. That was a heck of a try by Shorty Kantaluky. He said, "Can't I get lucky?" Well, not on that shot. Kenneth plays a safe. And dumbfounds me, actually, like 4 times last year. They played each other. What is that? Is that you doing that? Not you, is it? All of a sudden it stops. Safety City.
Yeah.
it stopped. This is on. Crap. Sorry about making all those weird noises. If you guys are listening out there, it's something I do when I'm on the computer by myself working. I make weird noises, and that sounds weird. Ignore me, I'm a goofball. Alright, Kenneth P. down over the shot. He has the... does the 7 go on the side? Is it going to enable him to tap the 2 out to a clear spot? We shall see. He pushes the 2. He's got a shot on the 5, holding it. Being able to hold that cue ball. Between that 15 and that 8 will be difficult. Has to be a good shot. Contacting one of them could either slow him down or hinder him. I apologize if you guys are seeing we're having some slight technical difficulties here. Screen wavering. Alright, he has played another safety. Now, if he could figure out, not sure there's a good, real good safety here without leaving Kenny a shot. And he kicks. No rail. That will be a foul. Frustration. You heard Shorty make a noise. Definitely jumping now. You hear me? The screen is... And Kenneth, oh, he left himself long. He did not need to hit that ball that hard. That's all right. He has the shot. He's got to take it on. He's got to shoot it. And it banks in. That ball drug its feet on the way in, and Kenneth is up 2-1. Right there. Look, those perfect sign. Bam! I can just see him right there. Some fucking science, some sponsors. I know some of you guys at home, if you're watching, are like, man, I can beat these guys. Yeah, well, get your butts out here and play. Go to a tournament, go to a tour event. It doesn't have to be ours. It doesn't have to be the 7x7 pool tour. Go to the action tour. There's so many tours around the country. Go play. Don't talk about it, be about it. For Kenneth, this is his first time on the TV table. I remember my first time on the TV table. You can't. There's certain points during it you can't help but be nervous. I mean, initially you feel the nerves. Even initially when I started practicing, I felt nerves, and then it went away, and then the match was called, and then they came back for the very beginning of the match, the first few shots. And sometimes if you're a young player and it's your first match on a TV table, you need a few easy shots to help you get settled in. Maybe a win or two helps you get settled in, and then you can play your game. So I've probably had, I don't know, 50 TV table matches, 40. I've had a few on the old Action Pool Tour when Ozzie Reynolds ran it. Had a bunch then. I played on that tour quite a bit. I've played in 2 US Opens. Both times I've been fortunate enough to be on the TV table, both tournaments, against Scott Frost and Shannon Dalton. Shannon beat the crap out of me 11-3 or something like that. Scott was a little different. He was up on me 5-2. I came back, took the lead 7-6, and then he won from there 11-7. I wasn't playing bad, but I wasn't playing good enough to win. I definitely could have won that match. But my point I'm trying to make is TV table nerves for Kenneth right now. He's got to be feeling a little more pressure. Shorty feels like he's supposed to win. Shorty's been on the TV table before, so he's a little more confident, a little more comfortable. He's still playing a little tight though. So in order for Kenny to loosen up, he needs to get a couple wins, which he has. He's got a couple wins. He's played some good safeties. He's done some good things. So maybe he's getting to that loose point. And to win this match, he's going to have to stave off any nerves that come up and play his game. These are 7-foot valley tables with Simonis cloth, and cloth was installed by Eric Moore. He did the tables here at this event. He also does the tables at Inland Reef, and he also does the tables at Q-Master Billiards. He pretty much does all the tables in the 757. Bank shot is on track. He needed to come a little further to have a shot on the 7. He's looking at grazing the 3 and hitting the 11. This is I guess maybe thinking up 2-1 with his 15 and 13 tied up. He can take a chance like this. Sometimes it's best to leave stuff like that alone. That 11 ball was trapped. Now it is no longer trapped. If I'm Kenny P, I need to slow down and think about some things. That was not a good shot. Shorty looking to tie it at 2 games apiece. He has 6 balls remaining on the table. Queuing up the yellow striped ball, he fires it in the hole. Breaking out the 15 and the 13 to 15 rolled to a tight spot. If it rolled another inch or two, he'd be beautiful. He could still make this 15. It's just everything is not as easy as he would like it to be. The 13 is now tied up and maybe goes by the 8 in the corner, but I think that might be in the pocket. Shorty calls safe. He'll be playing a safety. Let's see what he's going to do to him. Trying to make the 7 or get the 7 out of the way. I think the safe worked. I don't think Kenneth can see that ball from this angle. I can't really tell. See the camera auto-focusing. That's not a blur effect, folks. It was the camera auto-focusing. Kenneth P. The kick shot. I think that was a bad hit, and yes, it was. He concedes the ball to Shorty.
gonna try to render him now, but I think the rendering was what was going on the screen.
think
Yeah.
maybe.
It
That's
stopped
that,
it, and
man.
it seems to have stopped. Yeah, because I was gonna finish these, and on yesterday's matches, it's gonna act up. I also had Photoshop.
I need a.
There's probably some things I can do to your computer.
Yeah. Shorty sinks the 13, has the 14 all the way up. He can play this ball with some top English and graze the top side of the 10 and push into the 3 spot and leave himself just like that. Now here we go. After 15 goes, he just wants to slide out past the 6, but not too far because he doesn't want to compromise the position to shoot the pink stripe ball all the way up, or in the opposite corner, opposite, kind of where his Q-tip is. Cut, push, that's ideal. Except for the 8 ball getting tied up. Now, if this ball goes, he can play it, and it looks to me that he has the angle he could play with top inside, which for him would be top right, and come behind, make the 15, and come. He would have to hit it hard to be able to hit the 7 hard enough to tap the 8 ball out and get the cue ball from behind the 7 to even have a shot on the purple ball, the 11. Is that the 11? What ball is that?
It's the 11.
Pink stripe ball. It's TV set of balls. This is the air method.
The
Yeah, it
11.
is. It is. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Shorty coughs, grimaces a little bit. I don't know if it was from the cough or what he's got to do. And raises his back leg. Not. Pool players do that for balance. They'll lift up one leg and cock the. And I know I just made it sound like a dog peeing. That was definitely not intentional. Sometimes things just. I say them before I think them. I say what I see. Sometimes it's not a good thing. You know what? You know one of my pet peeves, and Shorty does it. I see the chalk upside down on the table, on the rail. Do you see that master chalk, the piece of master chalk up there? I hate it when people do that. It leaves blue chalk spots all along the rail. What was that? He was trying to graze the 7, and even if he did graze the 7 was going to stay right there. That was not a well thought out shot from Mr. Kantaluky. It's an interesting name. Shorty is now, he's down 2-1. He could go down 3-1 here. That would not be, obviously not be in his best interest, but it's. I don't pocket this ball if I'm Shorty. I want to tell him to move out of the way so I can see the rest of the table. There you go. He calls safe. But if he pockets this ball, what he needs to do is put this ball somewhere where he can hit it from pretty much anywhere on the table. Because if I'm Shorty, or if I'm Kenneth, and I get a chance, I'm putting you behind that 7 and 8 ball if this ball's off the table. We're playing some kind of safe and going to make you break it out. So you do not make this ball. He's going to have to strategically place it somewhere where he can hit it, though. Somewhere where he doesn't have to hit the 8. Somewhere he doesn't have to hit. Or, somewhere where it won't affect the breakout. The problem is Kenny's balls are wide open. There really is no safe unless you can shoot the 12 ball at that cut angle and cue off the rail and try to follow it and stay behind it. That's crazy. Oh, that is what he did not want to happen. You see him rubbing his head as he walks away. Now all Kenneth has to do is do his a safety of choice here. Me personally, I might just tap the 3 ball and leave him behind the 6. I play 1 safety, see what Shorty's going to do. He's probably not going to break it out. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. It's what Kenneth is doing now. He's made his bed, he's got to lay in it. Now he's going to play the safe. He needs to clear this ball, make it easy to hit. Don't make it. Ideally, he wanted to put the 5. I don't know if he's rushing his shots or what, but you wanted the 5 to be the blocker there. See here, Shorty has an opportunity to hit his ball and actually leave Kenneth bad. He was actually trying to make the 7 ball, I think, maybe, or freeze up on the 7 ball. That was a mistake from Shorty. If I'm Kenneth coming to the table, I'm loving this. I'm taking the 7 ball, and I'm out. He's looking at what he can do, where he wants to go. How is he queuing up? His stick is elevated. Wants to slide back. Good shot. Perfect. This should be game time, and he should be going up 3-1 here. And all he's got to do is hold it together. He grimaced. He made a little grimace when he left himself that. This is a routine ball. You can't grimace. You just got to get down, shoot it. And he does. Shots like I'd like leaving myself there. Shots like that, he's just going to have to get used to it. Being a young player, you don't have to be perfect on every ball. The older you get, you'll realize you can make balls from anywhere. Wasn't a hard shot. It was a 99.9% of the time shot. So down 3-1. Shorty predicted to win this match. Favorite to win this match. Nobody saw this coming. Kenneth P. Surprising. Not only is he surprising players on the peninsula, but he's surprising the players in the 757 tour. He could move up nicely in the rankings. It's all a young man needs to change his game and start going in the right direction is a good event like this. He took advantage of a good draw. Won some matches, maybe some matches he shouldn't. Shorty with a soft break. He tried the old Bill Dugan second, third ball break. And he hit it really soft. Giving up ball in hand, already down 3-0. The amount of mistakes just in the last few shots for Shorty are just stacking up. He needs to tighten up and take advantage. And remember, the ball has to be completely across the line. Oh, that's the pressure. That's the pressure of everything that's happening right here now. That I'm gonna tell you that right now. I guarantee you, I've been in his spot before when I was younger. He's beating a player he's not supposed to beat. He's got ball in hand. Everything is going his way. Sometimes it's just too good to be true when you're a young player and you dork a ball just like that. And these players are on break. taking their break. Well, while they're taking a break, I'll talk about Peninsula Billiards a little bit, and here's the payout. You can see Peninsula Billiards there in the background. Their cool little PB logo in the upper left-hand corner. Here's the payout. You see the men's event, first place $500, second place $350, third place $250, fourth place $175, fifth and sixth get 90. That's the match we're playing right now. The winners of this match will be guaranteed at least $175. The loser will go home with 90 bucks. I believe Kenneth paid 30 to get in this tournament and Shorty paid 40. So they both are making money already. Saw the women's event last night conclude with Cheryl Pritchard. She just climbed to number 30 on the Women's Pro Billiard Tour in America. She took down, and that our event has no points correlation for them. I didn't mean to say them back to back like that, like it did. But I was just stating that she is a WPBA pro. She took down the women's event, beat Barbara Yeager 7-4. And give a big shout out to Cheryl. She's the only player in the area who really actually commits to a tour. Here's some photos of Peninsula Billiards. You can see this is league night, probably Sunday night, one of their better nights. Nice looking room. They have 20 small tables and they have 5 9-footers up in the front part of the room. This corner right there, table number 4, that's the TV table right there. That's the what table you guys have been watching. They're still on break.
Looking at this layout, you see?
If I'm coming to the table, Josh asked me what balls I would choose here. The 7 is holding up that pocket down there. 5-3 combo probably goes over here. Maybe one of them goes back around where the 7 goes also on their own. Opening shot, 2 balls easy. I take solids here. Probably try to get a shot. It's got an angle that he can come back, slide over to the middle of the table, and with as big as these pockets are, he could cheat it and actually play it closer to the rail side of the side rail side of the pocket and get the cue ball over as far as he wants. So if he wants to then put the cue ball in a position above the side pocket, but there's a window in between the 15 and the 8 or the 7, do that. And if you don't get that window, you might still be able to play, at least hit the 5. You'll always be able to hit the 1. That way you don't move to 7 if you don't leave yourself. But if you do leave yourself the proper angle on the 7, you can screw that ball back in and break out the 10-11, the 10-11-4 and open up your 4 ball, which you could probably also do with the 1 ball, just depending on the angle. Don't really see. We need to be tight to the 8 ball to do that. Break out the 10-4 from the 1 ball. Unless it goes in the corner, then you have to do it from the top side. So you might do it on the initial shot. The shot after this one, he might shoot this shot and draw back and shoot the 1 into the 7 and break out the 4 that way. The only problem is when you do that, you got to make sure you clear the 1 ball from behind the 11, or the cue ball from behind the 10 and the 11, to have a shot on the next ball, which there aren't any balls in easy position besides the 7, but since you'll be comboing that one, there no longer are. Now, okay, 4 ball. Wow, never mind. This rack just became a whole lot easier. I did not know that that combo on the 4-7 could be made. Oh, it couldn't. So maybe it could have. He just hit it bad. So now he has the 4 and the 7 tied up. I can't tell if they go. Kenneth P comes back to the table again with a chance to, after missing on ball in hand and the 2 ball. Let's see what he does. Sorry. I yawned. Is it contagious if you're watching? I mean, it's contagious at my house. Like, if I yawn, my girlfriend immediately starts yawning. Is it the same, like, if you're listening and someone yawns? Did anyone else out there yawn? Always kind of wondered that. So, Shorty, I think the either the 7-4 goes or it's a routine tap out with the 5 ball. I'm gonna say the 7-4 goes with the way he played that. I'm saying the combos lined up.
What's going on, Shorty? Oh my goodness.
$90. The one you had 100%. Yeah, brother.
Figured out. I mean, the break was good.
Yeah.
Playing against Sam.
Yeah.
I broke dry, he
And
runs out.
broke
Then he
wide
breaks and
open.
runs out. Then
Yeah.
I break dry and he runs out. He got me 3-0. I ain't
Off the
done nothing
jump.
but break twice. You wouldn't think breaking 8 means a lot, but it
God, it really
very
does.
important.
It is. It is.
Get down 3 against a good player. Thing with
Especially on alternate.
you got it.
Yeah.
He had me just
Yeah.
broke heat. I broke dry and he ran out. He had me.
Yeah.
I come back and made it.
Dang. Ah.
But after I learned how to
Yeah.
broke dry, ran out, and he's
Oh, he did it again and it's crap. It's. No, that's what.
first, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're good.
Kenneth P breaks off. He's up one rack. He makes 2 balls in the same pocket, the 14 and the 15. The cue ball's down on the bottom rail closest to us. Looking like the 7 ball goes by the pink 12 ball. And he'll probably take the 10 ball here all the way down and take stripes. He's jacked up his cue, not unless he's trying to... Yeah, you know, a lot of players jack up their cue for no reason. He didn't need the butt of his cue to be elevated that high. But he made the shot nonetheless, and he continues his out. Yeah. That video was crazy. Josh just showed me a video I posted on Facebook. I shared of, I don't know where they're at. Frickin' Peru, who knows? Some Latino American looking workers, South America or whatever, Southern America. This dude's just stacking these like center blocks, clay looking center blocks on a board on top of his head, and he starts with 2 stacks and he starts throwing them. I mean, did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you watch him throw the?
Tosses it.
And he keeps tossing it. You can't even stack them up there no more. He's just tossing them on his head. Then he starts with 2 more outside rows, and it was freaking crazy. It was a pretty cool video. You're friends with me on Facebook. Go check it out. That was a little off. Shorty is going to come to the table with a wide open table and a chance to tie it at 3 games apiece. Kenneth just opened it up wide. Needs to tighten up. I'm in the young man's corner. I want to see him do well. I want to see him win, but you can't gift wrap it. You can't give it away. That would be an Air Force test. Marines would be like, you powder puff, creamy Air Force. You just showed me a video of the Air Force rubber chicken discipline test. There are any Marines out there that have seen that video? He probably just makes you just want to go smack somebody in the Air Force or something like that. And just, thank God for our armed forces. Dare I say, the greatest country on earth, America. I love my country, though, even though sometimes I don't. I mean, come on, man. Look at our presidential candidates this past year. Hillary Clinton and frickin' Donald Trump. I mean, seriously, it's like a frickin' episode of The Twilight Zone. This is or bad 80s futuristic movie. That's exactly what it is. The bad 80s movie about the future. That's all the presidential election was. It's horrible. Frickin' Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. It makes me want to move to frickin' Antarctica or something. But I still love my country. I love the red, white, and blue. I love USA. Shorty It's only a couple balls away from tying this at 3 racks apiece in the race to 6. Next up, waiting on this table, Greg Sabins and Al Alcazar. You know what needs to happen. See, when you take the arrow tool and you click on something and bam, so it automatically shows you what layer. You know what I mean? Like if I have 30 layers open, what would be really cool is if there was a little feature to where when you click on something, there's like a little icon here that would just send you right to that layer. Like it would, you hit it, it'll flip it right to it so you can see it. If I can, or do that, you know what I mean? Because I can't really I don't know the code for hide. What is the code for fucking eyeball? You know what that is?
Yeah.
To hide it. To make the layer.
The shortcut.
Yeah, the shortcut. We won And Kenny's up 4-2. That was a critical error by Shorty. I'm sorry, we were messing with the computers here. Got a few screens and a few computers here. Kenneth up 4-2 in a race to 6. Shorty Kantaluky now finds himself with his back against the wall. Well, non-literally, of course. Right there. Oh, auto save again. Yeah, that's all. You have this poster yet?
Mm-mm.
And a dry break. Kenneth comes to the table with 2 racks needed to advance to the next round, where he will be facing off. The winner of this faces Kenny Miller. Good shot by Kenneth. And he rattles that one in. Makes a little problem for the 4 and the 6 for short, the 2 and the 6. And he'll probably tap it out here. Shorty will be happy about that. Nope, didn't tap it out. Shorty's not happy. This young man might have a chance to run this rack right here. 13 and the 15 both go by the 11. Not sure the 13 goes by though. Is he gonna get past? Can he see the 11? I'm pretty sure he can. If he can hold it together and make the right decisions and the right shot right here, he can go up 5-2. Nice and easy. And he will take the 15 ball in the corner. And if the 13 goes by the 7, which I'm not sure it does, then he'll draw back and off the bottom rail and do the same thing. He's queuing up top, so he's going to where the 3 is, and that's a good shot. That's a good shot. That's what I was going to say. He's going to have to go and be in the same spot as the 3. He's left himself tough. Just don't swing at it. Have a controlled shot here. And can he see the 8? He called it. He can see it. He could go up 5-2. The young man seems to have settled in, but the nerves got to be creeping up on him now. And they did. They did. That was all nerves. After all the shots he made, that was a relatively simple shot compared to the last couple. It's just the pure pressure of it being the 8-ball. And Shorty again comes to the table, as he did last time, with a wide open table. The only problem on this one, he wasn't able to capitalize with a wide open table and no balls tied up. Now he comes to with a wide open table, looking to capitalize, but he has a pack of balls on the right side of the table, the 2 and the 6. Queuing at the pink 4-ball, hits it with a stop shot, has the 1 in the side. Does he have the proper angle to tap the 2-6 or the 6-2? Because you would ideally want to tap it on the high side of the 6. No, he didn't. He did, but he put too much top on it and it straightened out and followed up. It might go anyways. There might be enough separation between the 6 and the 2 to be able to play this combo. And with as forgiving as these pockets are, being valley tables, oh, there's the tap out he needed. He's going to make this game 4-3. 4 balls left and the 8-ball are all that separates him from that total as he stretches and leans over the table. Shorty's short, so he's got to do what he has to do to be able to reach the shots. He now has the option. I might go 3-5-6 here. And that's just me looking at it from this angle. I haven't walked completely around the table. That's what he's looking at now. 3-5-6. And he's taking a little bit of time on his shot. Just wants to make sure he doesn't scratch and he doesn't leave himself on the rail and he doesn't get straight in. And he did both of those. He's straight in and on the rail. And you can see it as he says, come on. Kenneth is watching with anticipation of what's going to happen. Shorty shoots the shot. It's an excellent shot. Great shot by Shorty. He has the inside out angle to get on the 8. All he has to do is pocket this ball. Come within one game of Kenneth. And he does so. The cue ball goes 2 rails and back out to the center, close to the center of the table. Shorty moves his game marker up, and it is 4-3 here at Peninsula Billiards. It is a fine Sunday outside. I'm not going to give you a weather report. Look.
Got some options, bro.
No, that's what I started with was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Progress. This one is solid colors. No, kind of, you think of the touch game.
Oh, yeah.
look at it. That's this one has. There's that one, like X-rayed, and there's that one where there's no black and iron ball. It's just. It wasn't until this one right here that stopped. I did this one. Dropped all the yellow part in the front and just left the shadow, and that's where that came from. Like, oh shit, that actually good. So it went from that to what? Who, Shorty? Six.
On your post.
What's that?
Not everyone watching, two people actually.
Six, bitch.
If you put the yellow part back, but made the yellow part white.
I
That way
think
you
I
still
have one
the
of those
3D.
too.
The way it still looks 3D.
I think I have one of those too. Here's my nice hat. Do you title your layers in caps? It was like one of the first things I learned from comic book colorists.
I only do it if I try to create separation. If I'm like,
Oh, so you never
These-
have like 30 layers open.
well, I do, but I'll normally put in folders. But like once I finish a certain part of the design,
Uh-huh.
so like for example, like this, like once I get the mins and the payouts together, I'll link
Merge
them.
'em.
Well, I keep them separate layers, but I'll link them. That way, if
Oh,
I
okay,
grab
yeah.
one, it grabs them both.
Yeah.
And then I can minimize them.
Yeah.
And then like once I get these where I like them, I'll link those three together. Kind of just keeps it easier. Or if I do have like a super multi-layer, because obviously each one of these is a different layer. But it's not like I have all the layers for this individual logo. Like I would design the logo first. And that way I don't have, because then it just disrupts the workflow. It takes you longer to do a project that shouldn't take that long. If I had the 10 layers it took to make this image, and then the 10 layers it takes to make this image, all in this one image file, that would take too long. Like I'll just design this logo, and merge it, flatten it to one image.
Yeah.
And then import it into this. This image only has 2 layers.
So you don't ever. It's probably just a comic book thing because in comics is like.
Well, yeah, because I don't necessarily color my stuff. I mean, like a lot of the stuff that I do. Designs for
Some kind of teaser.
most of my stuff. I mean, it's not that much. And then once I do start to get kind of high up, I group them so that I can minimize them whenever I don't want to see all those individual layers.
All the videos I've watched. A lot of times I don't label shit. I'm usually working and I press it. I'll save one Photoshop document and I'll save the original. And then I'll just go back in and work on it.
Yeah, and I have
One Photoshop document after another. Four to three, Shorty. Trying to make it 4 games apiece here. I've already have those up anymore. Did I ever send you my copy of my GX book?
pretty sure. Maybe some copy.
Might have been it. Did you read it? No. Slacker. That's what I need. Oh, that was a called shot. That was a good shot. The 5 ball is in a bad spot, though. He only has 1 ball left. Unless he has a clear breakout, he does not need to pocket this ball. I talked about this last time. He's laying it up. Good call. Keeping it on the same side as the 5 ball. That way, if somehow, if I'm shorty, I'm getting out from here. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you right now. My plan of action will be the 10 ball, 15, leaving the 12 ball where it is. He's playing safety. He's going to bring the cue ball back up table where it is. Excellent shot by Shorty. Now he will either be forced to kick at the 6 ball, which he could accidentally make it. To not break up the 5-8. Oh, he can see the 6 ball. Never mind. I'm sorry, folks. You can see it clean as day. Now, Shorty has moved what I was considering to be my breakout ball away from the pack, the 11 ball down there. If he elected to, he could have tried to have gotten out and did that. Now he's moved that 11, which would have been ideal to break out the 8 with and leave the 12 in front of the pocket. You always want a ball, when you got to break something out, you want to leave an easy shot after the breakout, like, because you don't know, you don't always exactly know where everything is going to go. You can think you know, but you can misstroke it a little bit. Just a little bit could send another ball another way that you didn't see. Most of the top players can pretty much tell where every ball is going to go, but as you go down the ranks and you get to the lesser experienced players, sometimes it's more about banging for them than it is actual strategy on breakouts. And he makes a nice breakout and he has an easy shot. That was ideal. That's how you want to do it. You want to make a breakout and make sure you have options. You don't want to leave that breakout to be the last thing you do. Only if absolutely necessary do you wait to break a ball out. Only if you absolutely know where everything's going to go, and only it's just not, you just don't break balls out at the end. You try to break them out as early as you can and then get out, unless you're planning on playing a chess rack. 8 ball's funny like that. 8 ball is the chess game of our tour. 1 pocket is the real chess game of billiards, but all of our tour events are on bar boxes, so we do not have any 1 pocket events. Excellent shot. Nice leave. Now, not sure the exact angle. I don't know if he can go top left or top left here. If he can get by the 6, hit near the center, in between the center diamond and the right bottom corner pocket. Send the cue ball to the side rail, then this bottom rail, then the third rail, and shoot the 8 in the side. Or just make the 15 and slide the cue ball out and shoot the 8 all the way up. Like that. He did use a little outside on that, or a little bit of bottom, just to make sure he didn't go on the underside of the 5 ball, that he stayed on the top side of the 5 ball. He would have rather have not been on the ball like this, but the way he's cueing, it looks like he can see most of the ball. It's a good shot. Almost overcut it, but he didn't. And it's tied 4 games apiece. We're going down to the wire, folks. Another tough, tight match here. What's up?
Yeah, I sent you a link to something on your Facebook.
Okay. 4-4. Shorty is at the table. One ball, he missed it short of the side pocket. Kenny has another chance here. Let's see if he can take advantage. Where is my mouse? I'm off the 9 maybe, or off the 15. Or clean. Yeah, from this angle it's hard to see.
Oh, we need to make the camera.
Yeah.
You can see the player.
That's
Right
cool.
where he's at.
That's cool. That's good. Yeah. Shorty's putting himself in a good position here. Kenneth has 3 balls left and he cannot see any of them. He will have to go to the side rail underneath the side pocket to attempt to contact the 5. Even if he makes it, he's not going to have a shot on the 2 or the 7 no matter how he makes it down in that corner. So his best bet here is to just make a good hit and maybe put it in front of the pocket. Like so. A smart chess move there. It's one thing Shorty is very good at. Even if he banks this 2 ball, he's not going to have a shot on a 7, a clear, good shot. Be more like a Hail Mary, so he's going to be forced to, he's looking to maybe try to make the 13, but that's not really, maybe push the 2 over by the 12 and make the 13. You hit it that hard, you're not going to be able to keep the 2 ball there. So what's he doing? Right there. I'm not sure how that 9 and stuff looks.
9 ball.
He's calling the 9 ball. Wait for the camera to autofocus. Sent you an email. Oh, I thought Mike was still standing behind me. Next up, we have the final of the winner bracket. After this chess match is over. It's a good shot. You could shoot the 12 right here and tap out the 10 ball. Really, when you hit this ball, you want to hit the 7 and push it out by hitting it that way. Kind of hitting hard enough to where the cue ball, after it hits the 7, will continue up the table enough to either have the 10 in the corner or the 9 in the side. This is what I'm talking about earlier when I said when you shoot a breakout, you want to have an easy shot lined up. Next, a guaranteed shot, like ideally if there was a ball like in a corner pocket by not the 9 ball, like the corner down there by the 2 ball, the 4 ball, like if he had a ball down there, it'd be tap out. Wouldn't really matter how he tapped it out because he'd have a ball sitting. He's going to play a safety. He called a safety. I'm not sure. Oh no, that's what I was kind of looking at. If you're going to play a safety, 4-4. I'm going for this. I don't like playing a safety here. I don't want to keep letting Kenny come back to the table. I mean, he could get a wild hair and, get a bank and a breakout or something, Greg's. That's a very good safety shot. Oh, I thought that was a 9 ball. I did. Yeah. Here we go again. Is he playing safety? Yes, he is. Did he? Oh. He used little right-hand English. If he had hit it with normal English, that cue ball would have rolled right back down behind the frickin' 15, and he would have been snookered. Did any of you guys happen to catch that Mark Selby snooker match against Ding? That was a pretty good match. It's on Facebook this past few days.
Right? The winner of this, Craig Saban.
Was my
peripheral, it looked like you were about to punch me in the arm. I was like, don't you even dare. Charlie Horse.
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna play another safety? He's going for the shot in the breakout. Just what Shorty wanted him to do. Now all the balls are open for Shorty. He could play the 15 in the right-hand corner, the 10 ball in the left-hand corner, or if he really wanted to, he could cut the 12 ball in the bottom right-hand corner.
15.
Bam, bam. Your ball's gonna come here, come right here. Do this and bang, 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 bang. I know all you guys heard was this, that. I'm gonna do this, dang, dang. You couldn't see what I was pointing to on the screen to Josh. I was laying out the diagram, John Madden style. But you guys can't. We're not that advanced yet.
Soon we will be. Oh yeah, you can definitely just pull up a little. Jeff, how you doing? Sure.
Okay, yeah, do that and look that up. Ah, it's cool. I understand. Yeah. Oh, I hear you. I know what you mean.
You're a young old man.
And he's 25. He's got more facial hair.
Shut
Right, but yeah, just. Yeah, just leaning on. Yeah, leave me short information and I'll make sure.
How'd you make it? Yeah. Alright. Ooh.
I'll figure out who it was.
Well, I need some contact.
Number is
That's true. No, bro.
You hit 10 balls.
You so the lamp. You should watch it. Yeah. Okay. I got you. All right. Yeah. I got you locked in. I'm sure. And see her yesterday.
I back yet? All right. 5-5. Shorty, can I get lucky? Shorty, can I get lucky? Trying to get lucky and win this match and go on to play Kenny Miller on table number 2. He has a wide open rack. He can be out here. This can be the game. All he's got to do is hold it together. This.
Normal break this time. We didn't hit the song.
The 6 goes in the side. The 1 goes in all 4 corners. 7 ball, he's taking it now. Just grazed the 15 after he hits the 7. Oh, nope, he had more space than I thought. Comes back over. He has the 3 ball. This is not exactly ideal. You want to be... He doesn't really like this. I almost might go try to... I don't know. It's kind of hard to just draw back from this angle and hold the ball. You might have to go forward and go with top English and go in between the 8 and the 9 and get on the 6. That's what he's looking at now. He's looking at what he's got to do to get there. He's looking at, gotta go that way. Can use inside English, which from his position would be right. Right English. Top right, middle right. Just all depends on the exact angle he needs. You can see him cueing right. Oh, he played a hold shot. He tried to hold it. This is what I was talking about. Trying to hold that ball. You're not going to get the right angle. You can't hold the ball. That would have had to have been a really soft spin shot where you'd almost have to throw it out and back in. And that's a feel shot. That's a shot that comes after years and years of experience. And Shorty definitely has years and years of experience. Just didn't. Alright, here we go. He's lining up. Doesn't like it. Pulls back.
He did. I did. I pulled back too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Here's the first time for everything. And that was definitely a first. And he missed the ball and scratched. The scratch. Oh my God. Oh, it's 5-5. It's Hill. You can't scratch on Hill. Oh my God, I'm having flashbacks from last night of a horrible Hill game where I fucking missed the easy shot. Sorry for cursing on air. Oh my God. Please edit that out when you do this. Remember the time. Where are we at? All right. So he's going to bleep that out. And if he doesn't, we're blaming it on Josh. All right. Good deal. Okay. All right. Coming to the table. 5-5. Hill. Oh, those bad memories of last night keep creeping in. Kenny, run out. Make me feel a little bit better about what I did last night. Here we go. He's jacked up over the 1 for the 9 if he wants to take it, or he can take the 15 now and not be jacked up. I think I'm taking the 15. He's taking the 15. Let's see what happens. He pockets it. Nice shot. He's got the 11. He's got to get the 11 out of there. When is he going to get it? He's shooting it all the way up. It's a good shot. It's not ideal position for the 10 ball. It is on the rail. I don't know if it's frozen. Yeah, it's a little inexperience there. That's all that is. That's a little inexperience. He'll learn how to play those shots and play them properly, and not and totally exclude himself from being hooked like that. He'll learn all that, but right now he's faced with a kick shot. He could make this. It'll be a heroic attempt. Nothing left. That's all he has left. He calls the 11. If he misses, he's sure to sell out and let Shorty back to the table with a chance to go to the next match. It's a bad hit. If you're Shorty, you can't ask for more than that. He's keeping an even-keeled face, but you know he's smiling right now. And Kenneth just handed it to him on the platter. He had it. It's one of those that getting hooked behind that 8-ball is gonna haunt him. He'll be thinking about that all day, all night, maybe all next week. He might not ever forget it. There's certain shots, ones you make in your career and ones you miss in your career, that you never forget. This is his first big tournament, his first deep run into a big tournament. I guarantee he's not going to forget. Shorty eyeing it up, ready to execute. I just tried to look around him. Really? I actually moved my head to the side of the screen to try to look around him to see what was going to happen. Okay. One ball. Oh, what are you doing, Shorty? Does your stick really need that much chalk? And again. I'm just messing. I do that too. He's going to chalk one more time. I guarantee it. Watch. It's a habit. It's almost like a habit. Nope, not going to do it. Alright, here you go. If he stops to think, I guarantee he grabs that chalk. Switching up the bridge, switching up the stick position. Sometimes Shorty makes everything look so much harder than it is. But I understand him taking time, him being patient, making sure he's going to make every shot. It's clutch. There's pressure. And the match is over.